So last time I arrived at the Nellis Air Force Base and met the boomers. Since the NCR, Mr. House, and Yes Man all want me to get their support. I spoke with Pete at the museum and also the doctor and helped them. But I still need to do more to get the boomers to help. So I will go and see if I can find anyone else who might want help here. How about you?
Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. You can move freely around Nellis, and artillery spotters have orders not to fire on you. These are extraordinary privileges. Don't abuse them.
Mother Pearl said you have a bug problem.
Long story short, the power failed a few days ago because giant ants have tunneled into the generator room and set up a nest. I led a team down to exterminate them, but there were so many of them. We lost. 2 killed, 3 wounded. Personally, I think it's more than a savage can handle. But if you want to kill those ants and switch the power back on, feel free.
I can handle a few ants.
Sure, anyone can. But there's more than a few down there. See for yourself. One other thing. The ants must be eating gunpowder from the munitions down there, or something. They exploded when hit by a flamethrower. One of us was using a laser pistol. Same thing. Bullets seem okay. Just don't hit the artillery shells. Loyal's been working on some kind of weapon to use against them. Maybe you should check with him.
Maybe. Explosive ants. That's a new one. So where exactly is that? Ant misbehaving. I suppose I should go and have a look over there then. It's that bunker to the northeast, I'm assuming. Okay, so this looks like it must be the place. Time to go in and fight some ants, I guess. That was easy. Missed. Missed. Don't get too close. Fine. I don't know how many there are. Sounds like there may be quite a lot around here. I don't see any down there. At the moment, at least. Okay. Are there any more around here? Don't see any more. Perhaps I should head down? Yeah, okay, I'll head back down. Dead boomer. There's some grenades. Okay. Yes, I will head down here. I don't see any ants. It's interesting. Seems too quiet. That might get some attention. And that definitely does not look good. Ant eggs? Oh dear. Are there any more around here? Okay, it seems there are some behind there.
Hey!
There we go. Okay, I want to fire a little low. Wait. Okay, this one. Yeah, I need to aim a little lower than it, a little higher than it looks. Like that. Oh! I'm back outside again. And it's gone dark. I guess I'm not done here yet. Oh well, I'll head back inside then. Evidently I missed something. Okay. Ooh, we've got ammo. Where did you come from? Did they appear while I wasn't looking? It would seem so. There is a lot of ammo here, there really is. Okay, that should do. Where are you? Is it here? Or is it behind? Okay.
Trouble.
I see you. A little late. Nice. Where are you shooting? Okay. Nice one. I think I hit that with a laser. I missed that switch. There'll still be some more ants around here though. Okay. Any more ants left? Where are you going? Yep, I see you. Have I really got that good a range? Where are these all coming from? That's below me. Oh! I didn't take very much damage there. Where are these ants? Okay. Is that the last one? I think that was the last one. Yes, it was. Better get back to Raquel then. Let her know the generators are running. So, a fairly simple ant-extermination mission. Ah, maybe this hut is the place.
I can take care of that robot problem for you. Just saying.
What, Eddie? Not a problem. Excuse me.
I see the power's back on. The ants are all dead?
Yes, it's safe to go down there now.
Maybe Pearl is right about you, because I don't know how you pulled that off. I'll tell Loyal to send someone down to clear out the eggs and repair the generators. Good work.
You're welcome. And I'd leveled. What do I do now? I'm gonna push science up to 100 so I can hack very hard terminals. And then... let's see... I'm gonna increase lockpick to 80. And I'll stick one into repair. Just to keep them round. There probably aren't any perks at level 32 either. I'm thinking light touch. Heavy armor just isn't my thing, so I've learned to customize light armor for maximum benefit. While wearing light armor, I gain plus 5% critical hit chance, and enemies suffer minus 25% critical hit chance.
Evening.
It's getting increasingly difficult to pick out these perks. So the question now is... oh! I've helped them enough now, have I? I'll return to Pearl then. Excuse me. This was Pearl's shack, wasn't it? Well, I say shack, barracks, whatever. Hello.
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child.
Well, I think I've done everything I can to help out.
I believe the time has come for you to show your value in full. The people have come to accept having you around. Find Loyal and ask him about our people's fondest dream. He will tell you what to do next.
Okay, whatever that means. Now, where might Loyal be? Perhaps some of the barracks over there or whatever? Would seem likely. He's got his own house.
Hello.
Hello.
Pearl sent word saying it's all right to tell you about the lady in the water.
Lady in the water? What's that?
A long time ago, long before the war that killed just about everything that ever lived, a bomber crashed not far from here. A bomber was a flying contraption that could drop explosives down on anything it flew over. But anyway, moving on. This bomber crashed down in Lake Mead, pretty damn near intact. When we got to Nellis, see, I found this article in a magazine all about it. There was another B-29 around here, part of a museum. Couldn't fly, but had a lot of spare parts, see? Get where I'm going? Since I was a young man, I've dreamed of raising that lady from the lake and bringing her back to life. What do you say?
How do you expect to raise a bomber from the bottom of a lake?
Simple. Attach deployable ballast to the plane and float it on up. Here is a remote detonator. Once the ballast is attached to the plane, just hit the detonator from the shore and let buoyancy handle the rest.
If it's that simple, why haven't you done it before?
Maybe you don't understand. Hasn't been one of us, not a one, to set a foot outside Nellis in over 50 years. You come along with your knowledge of the outside, and it seems the time's come to raise the lady after all.
That's fair enough.
Good. Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast, and hit the button.
Any idea how to get to the bottom of Lake Mead without drowning?
Might try holding your breath. If that doesn't sound good enough, talk to Jack. He was working on a rebreather once.
Okay. Need to find someone called Jack. He's probably relatively close. So, where might that be? Oh, I haven't actually discovered the hangar. In here?
So we may see our dream of flight soon?
Quite possibly.
So you're the outsider. Lived your whole life out there, huh? Wow. I always thought you savages probably spoke a different language. But I hear you sound like us.
Lyle said you can help me breathe underwater.
I just need some parts from a pressure cooker to create a hermetic seal for the rebreather.
Corn silk, rubber hose and removable adhesive would make a good hermetic seal.
That's a brilliant idea. I can put that together right now. Here you go. A new rebreather.
Thank you very much. I'll be on my way then.
Bye.
So, now I suppose I should get going to Lake Mead and retrieve this bomber. The question is, where is that? It's quite a long way to the southeast. I've not really been that way. I guess I'll just follow this road down. So I was looking around these ruins just outside the Boomer's base, and I noticed, tucked away in a corner, is a dead Brotherhood of Steel paladin. And I'm wondering, what on earth are they doing here? And would Veronica have anything to say about it?
You can't help but notice that the Brotherhood barely exists to these people out here. We're like an urban myth, no real presence on the outside. We just don't adapt like we should. Used to be that all you needed to get your way was a suit of power armor and a laser rifle. Now, people are armed and organized. They're not afraid. But we still stick to our old approach because it's all we know.
I think the Brotherhood is living in the past. Eventually they'll have to change.
I think you're right. We're getting desperate. Hardly enough people to sustain ourselves as a chapter. They'll see the light, sooner or later. But I get the feeling if I don't take matters into my own hands, the change won't come in time to make a difference. You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Well, actually that's fair. I'm giving you power armor. But it should protect you fairly well. How's that? It doesn't quite go with the hood, but it doesn't look too bad. Let's go. If I can find the way back out. Okay, so I've almost arrived as dawn is breaking. I killed a few death claws with the anti-material rifle. I'm doing pretty well, but there seems to be some cazadors here. Oh dear. And they are moving too fast for me to get an easy shot. Come on. Oh! One! Missed! Oh, yes. Yes, you keep attacking. Okay. Nice. Well, that went pretty well. Cazador poison glands. This is Colville Bay, apparently. But more importantly... Oh, I don't think I'm done. Unless I am. Oh, they're way up there. Nah, I think I'm safe. But as I was saying, the bomber should be somewhere in the middle of this lake. Lake Mead, was it? And I just have to get down there. What is that? Is that a mirelurk? I do want to shoot those, because they are really dangerous creatures, but I cannot get a clean shot. So it looks like I'm going into the lake with the rebreather, if I can find it. In repair, I want it. Okay, so where exactly is it? You can see a surprisingly long way down here. The fish... Ah, there's the bomber. Okay. So... where... Master of the Mojave. Whereabouts do I... attach the ballast things? Under the wing. Yes. Okay, under the wing between the two engines. Presumably the same on the other side? Is that all of them? Yes. I guess I should return to the shore and activate the detonator so that it comes back up to the surface. And look, the sun has risen. Oh, Veronica's following. I probably should have told my followers to wait. Oh well. So that must be Hoover Dam, and that is Caesar's camp, where I was last time. Oof. I thought that was a mine. Okay, where's this detonator? No, that's not the... Miles detonator. I've got 3 different detonators. Well, that was quite impressive actually. But yes, I've got a detonator, which is for, I think it's for C4. It's a beautiful view. I've got the laser detonator for detonating nuclear warheads, and the one for that. But yes, I suppose I should be getting back to the boomers now. So I am now back at the boomers Air Force base, and I cannot get through that gap. Time to report my success to them, if I can find them. Ah, so this is the other bomber which was mentioned.
Really? It's going to be a dream come true once you've raised that bomber from Lake Mead.
Your plan worked. The plane floated up. Seemed to be intact.
That's tremendous. I'll transmit instructions to the robots to start packing up the plane to bring it back to Nellis.
How exactly do you plan to get the plane back here?
I just told you, the robots are going to handle it. They'll break the plane down into pieces and move it up from Colville Bay in one shot.
Are you planning to use diversionary tactics to draw their attention?
Exactly. We'll be shelling an unoccupied location in outer Vegas to get their attention elsewhere. By the time they realize they aren't under attack, the plane and the bots will be long gone. The kids wish we were shelling a real target, but Pearl thinks it's wise not to start up a war just as the lady has risen.
Okay, well, I'm glad to have helped.
Hey, I'd better get rolling. Jack and I have a lot of work ahead of us.
Indeed. You're not the only ones. So... Oh. Now that we've raised the Lady of the Lake, it's time to report my success to Pearl. She must be all the way back down there, probably still in her house. That's a surprisingly long distance.
Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today?
I've spoken to Loyal. The B-29 is on the way.
What you have done for us is a miracle, child. You have fulfilled the only dreams we ever had outside our walls. You are a trusted friend of us all. If there is ever a way for us to help you, child, tell me, and I will make it so.
There may be a battle in the near future at the Hoover Dam. Can you offer any assistance?
Of course, my child. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle. After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle. We'll be there when you need us.
Okay, goodbye.
See ya.
Idolized. Okay, I should probably go and tell the NCR ambassador, Mr. House, and the Yes Man that I now have the Boomers' support. Well, I'm back on the New Vegas Strip. Time to tell everyone I've got the Boomers' assistance. So, I will start with the NCR. Now, where might Ambassador Crocker be? He was down this corridor last time I was here. And yes, in this office.
It's good to have a friend of the NCR here. What can I do for you?
I wanted to talk to you about the Boomers.
I hope you've returned with good news. Are they willing to help the NCR?
Yes, the Boomers have agreed to help me.
Excellent work. I can't tell you how useful that will be. In any event, I have another assignment ready and waiting for you. But we can speak of it later. Rest up, and when you're ready, speak to me again.
Oh, I want to hear it now.
It's good to have a friend of the NCR here. What can I do for you?
You mentioned another assignment?
So I did. As you may have noticed, our position here in New Vegas is tenuous. We've made great strides, sure, but the NCR is not welcome here, merely tolerated. And even then, not by everyone. We've had reports of violence against NCR citizens in a neighborhood just to the northeast called Freeside. Ever been there?
Maybe. I go to lots of places. Can't remember them all, you know.
You'd remember this one. It's a pit where people are robbed, murdered, or simply go to die. Violence is something of a way of life there, but there's been a disturbing rise in the number of attacks on our people lately. More worrying is the fact that our sources suggest the violence is being perpetrated by the gang that runs the place, the Kings. I need someone to look into this that won't attract attention. Would you be interested?
Sure, I'll look into it.
Good. Our men have come up with 2 different plans for seeing an end to the violence. First, our sources have tracked most of the attacks back to a king named Pacer. The consensus is that the violence will stop if he's removed. The problem is we can't simply kill him. In the current climate, the NCR would likely be blamed for his death. There is an alternative option, but my sources feel that getting rid of this Pacer fellow is our best shot.
So if I can't just kill him, what did you want me to do?
Make it look like an accident, or pin the deed on someone else. Look into this guy's affairs, and I'm sure you'll find something you can use.
Alright, I'll try to find a way.
I'm sure something will turn up. If you think you found something but are unsure, report back and I'll let you know if it's something we can use. It may be tough to find a way to completely throw off suspicion, however. In that case, we could take a different tact, but one that I at least have more experience with: diplomacy. If we can't go after the man responsible, we'll simply appeal to the man above him. The Kings, including our friend Pacer, report to the leader of their gang, the man who calls himself the King.
Tell me more about the King.
He's Caucasian, in his mid-30s, and extremely charismatic. It's that last part we're counting on. The Kings are a bunch of young hoodlums who aren't inclined to listen to anyone except him. Get him on your side, and the rest will fall in line.
Fair enough. And what would I need to do?
Go and talk to the King. Try to convince him to put an end to this violence. Pacer's a punk, but he won't likely disobey a direct order. The King might not be open to the idea at first, so you may have to integrate yourself with him. Do whatever it takes. When it's done, one way or the other, report back here, and we'll take it from there.
Okay, guess I'll have a talk with the King then.
I wish you luck. If you run into some difficulty and think you'd rather just take the shot with Pacer, that's fine too.
So this is about getting help on the strip. If I can find the way back out. So that will be helpful for the people, even if it's not specifically helpful for Mr. House. So I think I should do that. Aha! The yes man is right there.
Oh! Hi again! Can I help you with something else?
So I thought I just should say that the boomers have vowed to support me.
Really? Talk about diplomatic skills. I mean, just not getting blown up was a success. Now they'll only blow up the right sorts of people. That's what matters. That's 1 down, 4 to go.
Okay, and moving on to the Lucky 38.
Any progress with the boomers?
I've secured their loyalty. They'll do as I say.
Well done. The boomers' firepower may prove an advantage when the battle for Hoover Dam comes around. Your next assignment won't take you far. It concerns the Omertas and their den of vice, Gomorrah. As the decisive encounter between the bull and the bear looms close, my concerns about the Omertas have grown. I've never expected loyalty, mind you. A reliably underhanded tribe is just as constant to deal with as one that always runs true. But that's just it. Lately, the Omerta's cooperative silence has been deafening. Not a single complaint. They're up to something.
Okay, I'll check in with the Omertas.
The Omertas are fanatically loyal to each other. Still, among any group, one can find the occasional degenerate. Gomorrah's receptionist happens to be one. For years, she passed on whispers of what was taking place at the casino in exchange for payment. A few months ago, she clammed up. Odds are she's scared. But I've had no way of approaching her. Start with her.
Okay. Fair enough. Don't tread on the bear. Oh, have I annoyed the NCR? Yep, this is it. The King's School of Impersonation. Open enrollment.
Personal space meaning anything to you, guy?
I was just walking through the door. Okay, so, what is this place? Excuse me?
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king?
Yes, I'd like to see the king if possible.
Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man?
I'm new in town and wanted to pay my respects, but not actual pay.
You know what? I like you. Half the people around here, they forget who runs this place. Head on through. The king's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
Fair enough. Okay.
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you?
I need you to stop the violence against NCR citizens in Freeside.
So, I'm supposed to just start giving in to the demands of random strangers that come in here, huh? I don't think so. You want something from me, you're gonna have to earn it. And it just so happens that I got a few things I need taken care of. So, what do you say?
That's fair.
I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside?
Yep.
It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently my man told me that one of those bodyguards, a fellow named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say?
Sure, why not?
Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
Okay. He seems like a nice man.
The big showdown between the
GI Blues. Okay.
NCR and the Legion is coming soon. Believe you me.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm running around doing errands for, well, House and NCR, trying to prepare for that. So I'm looking for a guy who is suspiciously good as a bodyguard. Someone like you, Boris.
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will.
Why do I need a bodyguard crossing Freeside?
Just look around. People here are as like to stab you as say hello. That is, if I weren't at your side.
Okay, how much for your services?
200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate.
That seems expensive, but okay.
Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
Okay. You're walking just slightly too slow.
To your left here is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever need their services. Up
Noted.
ahead on the next block is where the kings hang out. Don't let them scare you. They don't outnumber you 5 to 1. We're not even allowed to sell, people.
Okay.
Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler.
No, I've not been that way at all, really.
Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
Okay. Okay.
Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now.
Hey, you only fired 3 shots and there are 4 guys there.
Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him.
Or you just faked this whole thing to drum up repeat business.
That's an interesting theory you've got there. I'd suggest you keep it to yourself. Let's get moving.
After you.
Stay close. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you.
Yeah, they're unconscious, not dead.
here we are. I trust you'll keep your mouth shut about the topic we were just discussing, or else.
Naturally. I suppose I should head that way so he doesn't get suspicious.
Move along.
Sure. Yeah, he seems to be running back the same way. I'd better go and talk to the king again then. Okay. That was surprisingly easy.
What do you have for me?
Horace is a fraud. He fakes attacks on his clients and then plays hero.
So that's how it happens. Okay then, I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it. Word's come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything.
Okay, I'll head over right away.
Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
Sure will.
The big showdown between the NCR and
I haven't actually been to the old Mormon fort. I've just walked past it a few times. Are you looking intense? Hello.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here?
The king asked me to look into your attack.
Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
What can you tell me about the attack?
Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanted to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say.
Do you remember anything about the people who attacked you?
They were big guys, young too. No old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them.
Okay.
I hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking my friend Wayne over there about him. He saw more than I did. Wayne, it's okay. The king sent him.
That true? Did the king really send you?
He did. And anything you could tell me about what happened might help.
I don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help?
Everything helps. Thanks.
Sorry I couldn't help more, especially since you're being so nice. Hey wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. Might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something. Something with a T. Tenant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said...
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant, Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
But that would suggest someone in the NCR. I wonder if they'll mind me having a look around this place. Have I heard your name before?
Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher. Not even a particularly good one.
What kind of research?
Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries. Stim packs out of barrel cacti and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims.
What's the goal?
For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere.
Okay. And what kind of illnesses are you trying to deal with?
Cuts, lacerations, broken bones, infections resulting from all of the above. Common cold, influenza, take your pick. There are plenty of ways to die out here, and most of them, surprisingly, don't have anything to do with war. Just common human fragility.
You don't sound too enthusiastic about it.
I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole.
Isn't that the language that Caesar's legion speaks?
Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river.
Where did he learn that?
Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes, bits and pieces here and there. The followers have extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar.
What do you know about Caesar, apart from the fact he's dead?
I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers, before my time, of course. He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone bad. In that regard, he's hardly unique. If you set aside his leadership capabilities, extensive knowledge, and ruthless cunning, he's just another jerk who steps on people to get his way.
Indeed. And what did that thing you said actually mean?
Oh, sorry. There's nothing new under the sun. If agave and mesquite were that miraculous, the locals would have figured it out a few thousand years ago.
Okay.
Certainly.
Why do you do research instead of providing medical assistance?
Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended.
You could come with me.
No offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you?
Things are bad around here. I'd like to make a difference, and you could help.
That seems appropriately resolute and yet vague. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and go with you, but let me be clear about something. If you plan to help Caesar's Legion, this is going to be a brief relationship. I may not have all the answers for how to fix Freeside's problems, but Caesar taking control isn't part of the solution. Fair?
Fair enough.
You have quite the menagerie at your disposal. You can get the posse down to small gang size, I'll happily go with you.
Okay. Well, it seems... Veronica, we've traveled for quite a while, so...
That chip of yours? I wouldn't wager it on blackjack. Unless the dealer has a 5 or 6 showing.
I think it's time for us to part ways. I'd like to see how this guy's...
Why does everyone always say that?
I know. Meet up at the Lucky 38, okay?
Nice! Can I order room service?
Sure.
What's up?
Do you want to come with me, then?
There's something about that robot that doesn't seem... alright to me. I'm not saying we shouldn't take it with us. I'm just saying that if it were to fall into Lake Mead and be irreparably damaged, and if you threw an EMP grenade in after it, well, there are worse things happening in the world, right?
What's your problem with Eddie?
It just seems a little twitchy. Some of these robots, you look at them the wrong way, don't screw in a vacuum tube right. The next thing you know, you're a pile of ash on the floor and someone's stepping out of a vertibird to sweep your remains into a Nuka-Cola bottle.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Safety first. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that was... interesting. Have we met?
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
No, actually. Well, I had a wander around the fort and found yet another snow globe, but no more information. So...
Have you found anything out? Or were you just here to chat?
The local men were attacked by soldiers. One of the men was identified by rank.
Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since their big base is on the other side of the strip. If they're coming over here now, it's gotta be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now, if something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things. Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
I've just come from the old Mormon fort, but I suppose it's not that far. So, what does Julie Farkas have to say?
So the great Caesar is dead. Happy news, but I don't know that it'll make things safer. The rest of his goons may be even worse once they take power.
I guess. Do you know anything about NCR soldiers here in Freeside?
Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth Kieran, has been handing out supplies to the poor a little west of here. What about it?
The king thinks those troops have been attacking locals.
I know something's got them riled up, but I've been too busy with other matters to really look into it. If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. She's in charge of the operations here in Freeside, though she won't open up to you right away. If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. She should be a little more forthcoming if you mention my name. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, that was it. But thanks.
Hello.
So I'm looking for someone called Elizabeth. In Freeside. I wonder where that might be. Should I just pick a random direction and head there? What? Oh, I didn't need to do anything. Okay, so who are you?
You look like a person in need of a good meal. You wouldn't happen to be an NCR citizen, would you?
I don't know, maybe.
Now, it's not that I don't believe you, but I'm gonna have to give you a little quiz to verify your citizenship status. That okay with you?
Sure.
That's a good attitude. I'm sure you'll do fine. These are just a few questions that just about anyone in the NCR would know. Alright, here we go. First question. Who was the most popular president in NCR history? Peterson, Tibbet, Kimball, or Tandy?
It was Tandy, wasn't it?
Uh-huh. Okay, second question. What was the original name of the NCR capital? Aradesh, Shady Sands, the Boneyard, or Vault 13?
Shady Sands?
Right. Fine then, last question. What animal is on the NCR's flag? A two-headed bear, an eagle, a two-headed snake, or a two-tailed lion?
That's easy, it's a two-headed bear.
Good. You passed with flying colors. I told you it'd be fine. I expect you're wanting to know about that meal then, huh? We're located up by the old train station in the northwest part of town. Just tell the guards Hope, and they'll let you through. Best of luck to you.
Okay. Honestly, those first two were just complete guesses. So I did well. Okay, that looks important.
Hey.
Hello?
Hold up. What's the password?
Hope.
Head on through.
Here you go. I hope this helps.
Hello.
Welcome. There's food and water here for any citizen of the NCR. Please, have some.
Thanks. Are you with the NCR military?
Yes. I'm a major in the Supply Corps, which is where this food and water comes from.
Why don't you serve locals?
That's not really a pleasant topic of conversation. Let's just say we have our reasons.
Julie Farkas told me to ask. She said it was important.
You know Julie? Not everyone in the NCR sees eye to eye with the followers, but they're okay in my book, mostly because of her. If you really want to know, we sent an envoy to the king, offering to coordinate the relief effort.
And the king refused?
In a manner of speaking. Our envoy was brutally beaten and only barely survived. My superiors ordered the relief mission scrapped. I managed to get clearance to carry out the mission anyway, but with greatly reduced support. Now there's not enough supplies to go around, even if I wanted to serve the rest of Freeside, which I don't. That's all in the past now. I should get back to work. Say hi to Julie for me.
Sure. So, the NCR think that the king attacked their envoy, whereas that seems not to be the case. I think I should investigate that.
Hey there. I heard that NCR soldier lady told you some wild story about them sending a messenger to us to work out some deal. That's bullshit, and it's nothing to bother the king with. More like they sent someone to spy on us and he wasn't tough enough to last in Freeside. So do everyone a favor and keep your mouth shut about it, okay?
I still think he should know about it.
That's a shame. Well, do what you want. Just don't expect it to matter.
That seems worrying.
You find out something about them soldier boys yet?
The NCR is distributing supplies in a building down by the train station.
Handing out supplies? Like food and stuff? That ain't nothing to get ruffled over. You find anything else?
They're only handing out supplies to NCR citizens.
Ah, that would explain the goons. They're here to keep people like my friends away from the food. That ain't something I support. No, sir.
They said someone was sent to discuss the issue with you.
Wait a minute. They said what?
They said the man was severely beaten and barely survived.
Huh, that would explain why they're all riled at us. Seems like we have a big misunderstanding. What the hell?
What?
King, we've got problems.
Lay it on me. What's going on?
There's a shootout going down near the train station. It's Pacer and some strangers. Might be NCR.
What is that fool doing? I need you to head out there and try to defuse the situation. Tell them I'm willing to cooperate.
Okay. I'll be on my way as fast as I can, which is pretty fast. Okay. I hear gunfire. What's that idiot doing? I'm stuck on a step.
Why the hell are you here? I got this under control.
Well, it doesn't look like it, does it?
You there, keep your hands where we can see him. Draw a weapon and we will fire.
Sure. I need to talk to the woman... Yes, Elizabeth.
This isn't really a good time. What did you want?
The king wants to help with the relief effort.
Like he helped the envoy we sent? No thanks.
That wasn't him. He didn't even know an envoy was sent.
Then he should watch his back. We know for a fact that the envoy made it to their headquarters. Still, if the king's willing to deal with us, perhaps we can work something out. I'll tell my men to stand down.
Okay. And now I should tell the king that the situation has been resolved.
The king just sent a messenger over, saying these guys are off limits. He's probably already heard about what you did here. Looks like you get to be a hero. Enjoy it while it lasts.
I think you're in trouble. Okay. It seems the king has gone upstairs.
I heard all about what happened. Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting. You've helped us plenty, so I'll tell you what. Just this once, aim whatever you want, and if I can make it happen, it's done. Don't rush it, though. Toss it around in your head a little. You only get one favor from the king.
Okay. But that has resolved the situation in Freeside. So I can get on with what I was doing. But that'll be next time.